Good afternoon, everyone. Phil Simons here with Columbia Grain in your weekly Friday afternoon market and USDA report recap. Well, the cat's out of the bag again this month with the latest data dump from the USDA. And honestly, this was a pretty milquetoast report with not much changing from last month's numbers. And the result of the price action today was pretty ho-hum as well, with the exception of soybeans. But the report today again focused on the potential new crop production, but the USDA left yields unchanged on both corn and beans, giving us really a stagnant production number from the May report. So let's take a look at the numbers here real quick, and I am going to share my screen with you so we can really dive into them again. But again, when we take a look at where the June report came out here this morning for corn production, we can see on the left-hand side of the screen that the June number was 14.460 billion bushels for corn, which was just right in line with where we were last month as well. So really no change. But when we do compare it to where we were last year at this time, overall corn production was 15.1 billion bushels. So in all reality, we are still down roughly 655 million bushels of potential corn production from where we were last year at this time. Similar fashion, let's go ahead and take a look at soybeans. Soybeans, same thing, really no change from the May numbers to the June numbers, with overall U.S. soybean production coming in at 4.64 billion bushels. But kind of in dissimilar fashion to corn, we're actually looking to see a little bit more production of U.S. soybeans than what we did last year, up by 205 million bushels compared to the overall production of what we saw last year. Taking a look at winter wheats as well, U.S. HRW was brought down slightly from last month, and again is estimated at 502 million bushels in U.S. HRW, which is down 8 million bushels from last month's estimates, but still down 167 million bushels from last year's numbers in terms of overall HRW production in the U.S. And over on the right-hand side of the screen, all white wheat expected production this morning came in at 242 million bushels, which was up 12 million bushels from last month and up 75 million bushels from last year's productions. So again, numbers really did come in line with where the pre-report estimates had them, and really kind of all over the place in terms of overall production with what we could potentially see still. Taking a look and looking at what U.S. ending stocks came in for soybeans, they were brought down by 30 million bushels from last month's numbers by increasing the U.S. exports by the same amount, really giving us an ending stocks of the old crop, the 21-22 crop, of 205 million bushels, and that would translate into 280 million bushels for new crop. Again, that is a 30 million bushel reduction based on an increase in exports for where we're at right now. U.S. corn ending stocks were really little to unchanged and fell in line with the pre-report estimates. So really not a whole heck of a lot to go over there for U.S. ending corn stocks. Same thing for old crop anyway. U.S. ending stocks for wheat came right in similar fashion where we were last month at 655 million bushels. The 22-23 crop did increase slightly, and they brought it up to 626 million bushels. But again, when we compare that number to last year we had U.S. ending wheat stocks at 845 million bushels. So overall, we're down roughly 219 million bushels from the 20 to 21 crop year when we look out to next year's crop anyway. But overall, this week's price ranges kept up with what we have been seeing so far this year. And so again, starting on the left-hand side of the screen, we can see that the weekly price range for Dees corn had an overall price range of 31 cents. And Dees corn was able to hold on to 24 cents of the weekly range. Nove beans had an overall range of 62 cents and a weekly net change of 33 cents. When we look at Kansas Dees wheat, we can see that the weekly range was 59 cents, and it was able to hold on to just 18 cents of that overall range throughout the week. Similarly, Chicago Dees had a 53 cent range and was only able to hold on to 18 cents of that. And Minneapolis Dees had a 36 cent range and was able to hold on to just 12 cents of the overall range that we saw over in Minneapolis market. So really, the moral of the story continues to be that the volatility is alive and kicking. So really be sure to give us a call and get your orders out there and working, and we can make sure to have those orders placed for you so that they're working day and night. And also give us a call on some of the new accumulator contracts that we're offering out as well. And remember, the first 5 letters of broker spell broke. Have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll talk with you next week.